Father Brian here. We have a really special episode of Bridging the Distance. Chris Young will join us. Chris is Assistant Director in our Buildings and Grounds Department, and we're going to talk about all the beautiful landscaping and rose bushes and other things on our campus. Chris traditionally gives a tour in May of the trees and landscape, but we get a virtual tour today. So welcome to Chris Young.
Well, Chris, good morning. So tell us, how many rose bushes are on campus?
Good morning, Father. We have approximately 1,000 rose bushes on campus. We have about 300 rose trees, which are these plants right behind me here. We have over 200 climbers, most of which are out on the wrought iron fence along the El Camino, and we have over 300 carpet roses, which are the low-growing ground cover type roses.
And let's walk to the Mish Gardens. How long would these rose bushes have been around?
Some of them have been here a long time. I'd say the oldest ones now are probably about 80 years old. There aren't too many of those left, though.
And you're planting more?
We plant them one for one as they do finally leave us.
Okay. So every May, you give actually a tour of campus, right?
Yes, normally the first
and...
week of May, I do a campus tour.
So this is our virtual tour. We're now under the very famous the walk with the wisteria. Back in, I guess, March, it would have been like this sort of wild purple.
Yes, we just missed the show. Yes.
Yeah. So how long has this wisteria been around?
This was planted about the same time that the mission was built in the 1850s, as well as this Banksia rose, this curly climbing rose here.
Okay. And now we're in the Mission Gardens. Always so beautiful here. Tell me, what you've been around here 33 years at the university. Why are the Mission Gardens so special, do you think?
Well, I think they're special because it is an area that was part of the original mission. A lot of those plants are still here today, the palm trees, the olive trees, obviously the wisteria. And it's always just a really quiet place. Most people believe this is the most beautiful part of campus, which I can't argue with. I see a lot of students out here relaxing, studying, listening to music, playing frisbee. I just think it's an area, it's kind of enclosed, so it's kind of a private place in the middle of campus that's really beautiful.
And there's been more than a few engagements and proposals over the years, I understand.
Indeed, there have.
So tell me, this tree here, this pine-looking tree,
yes,
right next to the tower of the Mission Church. That's an interesting story, right?
Yes, that's a Norfolk Island pine, which I planted myself about 28 years ago. Elderly woman lived off campus. She wanted to donate this plant to the university, and usually that doesn't work well for me, but she was a nice lady, so I went over, I picked it up. It was in an old rusty paint can. I brought it back here, and I purposely planted it right there because, quite frankly, I didn't think it was going to make it, and there was a lot of other growth over there, but lo and behold, it survived. It
yes.
More than survived.
And almost reaching the palms there. How many landscapers do you have on your staff?
We have 16 on our staff. 13 are gardeners who are each assigned an area on campus. So right now they're only working one day a week, which is driving most of them a little batty because they're anxious to get back. They take a lot of pride in their work.
Yeah, and again, as I said, 33 years you've been here. Why do you love your work?
Well, I love my work. This is such a great place to work. My background is in landscaping. This was a perfect fit for me. I'm able to make a lot of decisions on campus about plants and new designs, so I really, really appreciate that. I have a great staff, and let's face it, it's just a beautiful place to come to work every day.
It really is, and you and your staff make it so, and so many of our young people are attracted to Santa Clara because of it. So, Chris, thanks so much for everything.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Well, I know these gardens are so special to so many. They will be waiting for you upon your return to Santa Clara. So until our next episode, take care and God bless.